Greetings, fellow detectives. Wizard Kitten 774 here, bringing you the next video in our walkthrough for Nancy Drew's Secret of the Scarlet Hand. Let's see. We just got around to talking to a bunch of people.
Come in.
Let's talk to more people. Let's see what Joanna's up to.
How are the tasks coming along?
Why did you become a museum curator?
I became a curator because I want to help make artifacts available to as many people as possible. That's all that matters, isn't it? Unless you're Alejandro Del Rio.
Do you think Alejandro would go to extreme measures, like stealing, to reclaim Mexico's artifacts?
Who knows?
When did Henrik come on board?
I got an email from him one day saying he heard the news about Beach Hill getting the monolith. He said he'd drop everything to come here and translate those glyphs. He was even willing to take a pay cut. What could I say except giddy up? You're hired.
Where was he working before?
At the Chaco Canyon Cultural Center in New Mexico.
I've got work to do.
Semper ubi sub ubi.
Interesting. Sounds like he was pretty eager. Alright, what do we got here? We have numbers. Ooh, you know what? We should look at Sonny Joon's floppy disk here. All sorts of valuable information can be found on a floppy disk, right? At least back in... when was this game released? 2000s? Early 2000s? Probably 2001 or 2002, because I think Final Scene was in 2001. Anyway, Nancy has a handy computer. Yeah, we have a disk. Oh, here. Let's see what kind of information Sonny Joon has on his little... Ooh. Oh, let's think. What's something that Sonny Joon likes a lot? Cocoa... Kringle. See, and they give you the hint of the cow. I feel like some. Do I just need to... Okay, you just don't type it in like an actual password. There's a space. Convomatic narrations. JR is hounding me to get this done, but I can't keep them all straight. So then he gives us a nice little... He gives us information of the exhibits that he knows go with which narrations. So that can give us definitely a head start, which is exciting. Shoot. There we go. Sorry, my recording bar was stuck right on the little X that I needed to hit. I had to move it. Stuff to forget. Oh, we should also write this down. Sonny Joon's system login is SJoon, and his password is SpaceBaby. It would be beneficial to write in the handy-dandy notebook. In fact, I'm going to do that right now, because that is something that I don't actually have in my notebook for some reason. Probably because I've played this game so many times that eventually you just kind of remember everyone's passwords and locker combinations and, you know, anything that they've ever locked in their lives in the games when you've played them so many times. Part of the fun. Came up with a great question for level 3, but Henrik hates it. Once I get some time, I'll make an exhibit for this. Just don't know where I can get my hands on one. I wonder if Joanna will spring a trip for me to go down to Guatemala. Yeah, probably not. I'm gonna go with no. Can't figure out the answer to level 2 quiz question about the matchmaker, and Henrik isn't speaking to me right now. He's way too touchy about that old ham radio. So either I'm blind as a bat and can't find the exhibit that has the answer, or we just never put it in. Details. Joanna is no help on this. Okay, and we ran into that question before, so that's something we might need to figure out later. So then he gives us some information on the numbers for the number exhibit and what we need to know. Basically, he gives us a tutorial in the Maya number system, which goes on for a while. Definitely important to write down some of the information, especially this. Because the dots and the lines are pretty straightforward. A dot equals 1 and a line equals 5. But then the big numbers are usually with faces. Dissertation topic: the demise of the ancient Maya, drought, plague, or UFO. Why and how did Maya civilization disappear so quickly? This is our first glimpse of Sonny's, shall we say, alien obsession. Okay, can we take it back? No? Okay, whatever. Let's see, what time is it? 7 o'clock? Getting a little late for everyone else, but not for Nancy Drew because she doesn't sleep like a normal person. Let's go to Beach Hill. See if we can get some things done. I'm feeling productive. Hopefully Nancy is feeling productive. Because you know what? Yeah, it's nighttime. Being a museum would be so creepy at night. All alone? Ooh, would not like that. Why did I just go in the whole big long circle? Well, nice view of the lobby. Anyway, now that we have this knob here, we can open up the cupboard and get a pair of headphones, which will help us with the narration puzzle. And do we have enough for the number puzzle? Oops. We do. So now we can do the number puzzle. Okay, so since this one has no dots or lines, that means 0. Then we need 1 with just 1 dot. 2 is the one wearing a hat with 5 fingers. So this is 2. Sonny's clue is a hat with 5 fingers. Which it does kind of look like that, I suppose. 3 is also a picture. Sonny's clue is doctor, so he looks like a doctor. 4... we need 4 dots and nothing else. Where's 4 dots? Oh, here. Because the other pictures don't matter in the Maya number system. They're basically just decoration. 5, 6 is also a picture, and it's the X eye patch, so we already got that. 7, 8, 9, 1 line, 4 dots. Or, no, we need a picture. Beard with acne. This guy is number 9. Okay, and then 10 is 2 lines. So this would be 11. 12. This. 13 is also a picture. It's a guy with a T on his cheek. Then we need, what, 14? So 2 lines, 4 dots. And then 15.
That looks right.
Oh, there we go. We're all done. So now we can check that off our list. See, I told you we were going to be productive. I just had a feeling. Is Henrik here? No, Henrik is off doing something else, I suppose. Okay, check off our list. Reorder my numbering exhibit. I brought the addenda to Alejandro Del Rio, and I reassembled the pot. So the only thing we have to do on our list still is the narrations. So why don't we do that too? Oh! Sirens.
Beach Hill's been hit. Sit tight, Nancy. The police are on their way.
Oh my goodness, what? It's not a good sound. Ooh, uh-oh. That jade thingy got stolen.
I should talk to Joanna before I touch anything.
Oh, come on, it's not exactly guarded well. Okay, let's see what happened. Clearly it looks like the jade carving was stolen. Is she even here? It's probably super late. She's probably not even here. Ha! It's 9 o'clock. She's not even here.
Locked.
That's hilarious. So, I guess we'll talk to Joanna tomorrow?
I should talk to Joanna before I touch anything.
That's never happened to me before. That's kind of funny. So I guess we're just know, walking around, not knowing anything about this stolen. Henrik's still in here, right? Okay, well, you know what? Let's go do the narration puzzle real quick. Because we can. No one else is here. Do I even need... I don't even need those. Okay, so basically what we have to do here is we need to match up the narration to the exhibits. So some of the exhibits have narrations that don't belong with them. Like, for example, the ham radio one. So you go to the ham radio, and you can listen to it.
The Maya used different methods to represent numbers. Here is an example of the numbers from 0 to 19.
So instead of
from
talking
top
about...
left to bottom right. Notice how some numbers are...
Stop talking. Okay, so notice how they were not talking about the ham radio, they were talking about the Mayan number system, which is way down here. So that means that the number system probably has an incorrect narration too.
Strange supernatural creatures, sometimes called
Right, so then they're talking about monsters there, so that doesn't make sense. So what you have to do is go and listen to all of the places, figure out which ones don't make sense, and then you can go to the board here, find out which numbers they have, and switch them around so that they do make sense. So A...
The Maya used different methods to represent numbers. Here is an example of the numbers from 0 to 19, from top left to bottom right.
So right now, A is the numbers one. And you can look at your little map that Sonny had drawn as well in his notebook, the map of where all of the exhibits are. So just looking at the map that I have, I know that the numbers needs to go to D. So number 7 needs to be a D, not A. Or is that 1? It must be a 1. 1?
I am Lord Pakal.
No. Okay, so it is a 7.
The Maya used
okay, there we
different
go.
methods to represent...
So now the numbers are in the right place. Know that this one is the ham radio.
Archaeologists work in some of the most remote areas of the world.
Ham radio. But we know that A is the ham radio, so 5 needs to go to A.
Archaeologists work in some of the most...
Okay. Let's see. So D was the monster one, and that was 14. And that's where C is supposed to be. 14.
Strange supernatural creatures.
Okay.
Sometimes...
Monster, bicephalic monster. Okay, so that should be these ones. D, E, F. Yeah. So now if we go to the next couple rows, we have G here.
The date on this slab uses the Tzolk'in,
It's
or
talking
divine
about the Tzolk'in calendar, but that is not where the calendar is supposed to be. That is, it is where, I believe, H-I-J.
In addition to adorning themselves with jewelry and costumes,
Yeah.
the Maya shaped their bodies to
So
heighten their beauty.
that is what's supposed to be
Beads
G,
were-
number 9. So G, we turn to 9. If I can zoom out. G, we turn to 9.
In addition to adorning themselves
Okay. And then G was probably what's supposed to be a J. And now I totally didn't see what G was. Huh. 5, 8, 14, 7, 1, 6. Because what's J supposed to be?
Lady Zach Cook.
Yeah, that's okay.
In addition to adorning themselves with
The Maya ball game was a religious
Not the ball game.
ritualized bloodletting was a common practice among...
Can I just...
There
we
that
go.
looks like it's in order.
So it looks like it was supposed to be 13. So now we did it. We fixed it. We fixed 2 puzzles and realized that something got stolen from the museum. But that is something that we will probably have to talk to Joanna about in the morning, since she obviously went home right away after it was stolen. So let's follow her lead now that we have done all of our chores. We'll go back to the hotel. We'll get a good night's sleep. We'll go back in the morning, and then we'll talk to Joanna. Figure out what on earth happened. Because, I mean, we are a detective. We could be useful here. We could be helpful. Set our alarm for 10 a.m.? Is it 10 a.m.? I thought it was 10 p.m. Is Joanna literally still not there? Alright, well, we'll figure that out in the next video. I'm going to pause this one right here, and I will see you in the next video in our walkthrough.